Okay, well, like I said, I have other things that I got to get done today. Major one of which is my van because we need a running vehicle, obviously.
Right.
And so I think what I'm going to do is just kind of leave it as it is. I'll, upload it. I might edit some of it out, at the beginning, but
Yeah.
the long and short of it is, a couple things I wanted to discuss, which number one was the excuses, because I've been getting excuses all the time. And again, I'm not going to chase anybody. I'm not going to, you know, it's kind of like my Empower Network team leader. She used as an example of crabs, a bunch of crabs in a bucket. And what I'm trying to do is crawl my way out of that bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But these other people that are making all these excuses and trying to take up so much time unnecessarily, those are the ones that just keep their claws, just keep grabbing my feet, and they keep trying to pull me back down and keep me from crawling out of the bucket. Well, I think you pretty much know me because we've spent a lot of time, masterminding and things like that, coming up with plans, ideas, and ways to implement them. So you've spent enough time around me to know that I'm a very practical individual, and that's I care about people, yes, but there's a limit. I mean, it's not a limit of caring, but it's a limit of what I will do for somebody because I'm not going to do it for them.
You
And
can't. You cannot let. If you're going to save somebody, if you're going to help somebody, like for a small example, when I was lifeguarding back when I was 16, one of the first rules was if they're going to pull you down, if they're going to drown your ass, you let them go unconscious, and then you pick them up and drag them out of the water because it doesn't help one bit if you die in the process. Then just two people die. So
right,
you have to, you can hold someone's hand as much as you can and try and stop them from going down or not. In this case, not going up, but don't let people pull you down in the process. At some point you have to let go. So
yeah, and that's an announcement that was intended to be in here today too. If if I'm getting the excuses, if I'm not seeing the effort, um, you know, that's one thing. One thing I do demand is honesty. There are several things that I've seen that are very obviously not honest. Nothing to do with you, Sean, of
uh,
course. Uh, but that's not something I'm going to deal with. And I have no problem. I don't care if somebody signed up under me and I got paid for them. I don't care because if you're going to be in this team, we're going to work as a team together and we're going to do it right. So people like that, if it continues, and one day all of a sudden you're not part of the group, don't bother asking me why. Just don't bother asking because you already know why. Uh, now everybody knows about the issues that have been happening with the Instant Payday Network server, Jeff server, and it's been quite a few times, probably about 6 times in the past month. Sean, have you had that issue as well, or has it just been me those couple times?
yeah, a couple of times it's dropped in and out. Not as bad for this area, but enough to be disconcerting. Definitely enough to
And
worry. Definitely enough for me to go, well, that's not good. How am I supposed to function, under this such situation?
yeah, I like the fact that Jeff has given away the system for free, and I'm not complaining about the system going down because I mean he's making some changes, he's making some upgrades, he's doing some maintenance and things like that. With the Blog Beast rollout, there were quite a few changes, which I was extremely pleased to see. Um, but basically, what it boils down to is he gives you a system to use for now. Uh, once you start succeeding, then it is meant for you to go on to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't see any problem with our team going on to the next level as it stands right now. Uh, I, like I said, I'm not knocking Jeff's system at all, but there's been a couple times that there's been stability issues, and Sean is. Yeah, I was gonna have you introduce this, as a matter of fact, about the web hosting. So if you want to give a short synopsis of that.
Sure. I went hunting. What was it? About two. I think it was about 2, 3 weeks ago. I started doing some a little digging around online. I have a friend of mine who also he does web hosting and design, and we've been kind of deciding on how to put myself into a. I'd already bought my domain, and so I already had a domain name. Actually, I had two, and so I had planned on doing getting a righteous hook because I couldn't do affiliate links through my website. And doing some research online, we found a web host called it's 000 web host. We just call it triple web host, but it's 000webhost.com, and for it's free, and for the amount of ability that it gives you, I'm really surprised on how much they give you for free. Um, I had Dan take a look and give me kind of help me smooth out the site that I had already got started, and he concurred. He was quite surprised at how much ability was there, and their premium setup is quite reasonable if you want to go that route when if you get to that point you're ready. So it's definitely doable where you could do your capture pages, you could do your landing pages, and all this, and you could go out and just pick up a domain name from wherever um, and set it up on this host. And uh, Dan's made, I believe, quite a few Word docs on about this, and I'll go ahead and put together a little bit of a kind of a review or a little how-to. I'll post that on I'll send it to you, Dan. So or post it to the group, whichever would be better. But we've it's really a great place to park. If you just do a search on Google for 000webhost.com, start looking over it. There you are. You're gonna stay on the phone, or you're going to the mic? Okay, there he is. And we're back to broadcast.
So, do you have me?
I have your picture.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use my camera right now, but at
Okay.
least I can still use the mic.
All right. So, how far did we get through? We got pretty much everything. Double lot or triple lot web host, which is 000webhost.com, free web hosting. It's awesome. It's on there's a link on my website. There's that you can go check it out, or it'll be in the group. And I highly recommend it. Dan knows a little more of the ins and outs about it and can fill you in from here.
Yeah, pretty much the what I like about it is the things that they offer. Um, I'm going to it right now, but I remember off the top of my head that it gives you 1.5 gigs of storage, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it gives you 100 gigs a month of bandwidth.
I think
Which,
you're right.
yeah, and that's just freaking crazy.
For free.
Um, yeah, 100 gigs of bandwidth. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It has
never
cPanel. It does PHP. It has MySQL support. It has webmail, email, FTP. 99.99% uptime. It even gives you access to cron jobs and curl, Ruby on Rails. Uh, a lot of people aren't going to know what all that stuff is, but
Yeah, I was gonna say we might have to take a minute and go down the list and say what those are, but everybody who doesn't know what those words are, go back and enter them. Cron jobs is CRON, and just type that into Google. It's any function based on a time.
yeah, it's basically a task scheduler,
Yeah,
a lot like Windows has, but it's for a
yeah,
server.
yes, exactly. Yeah, just kind of do a one. Let's do a one sentence on everything that you said as far as what it offers, so they just have an idea. I don't. It's not gonna really matter because there's not really a whole lot of other options as far as free web hosting that's not ad supported, as in that you're gonna see the ads for the site, you know, on your web page. Mine is a pretty good example that the only ads on the web page are the ones I want there.
Right, the ones you specifically put yourself.
Yeah,
As far as the details and the features that they offer, um, I'm not. There's
they're
most of
on.
the people that do this are not the type of people that are going to be using those features anytime soon. There are some that we can help with, at different points.
Right.
But they have a website builder. I personally have not used it because I was going straight to WordPress.
I did.
Okay, what's their website builder like?
It's actually quite. It's somewhere between. It's like an upgraded. It's a little bit more professional than Web's. It's a little more intricate than Web's, but it's nowhere near where we were 10 years ago, where a website was basically a C prompt and a you know here's your start writing code. So you've got some basic things that you can just plug and play. There is some HTML that you can just that are already set up. So the actual builder for it is quite good. Um, and for what it is, it's really 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 good actually. So anybody who has already made a custom page through webs or any of those type of sites will be familiar enough. It just takes a little time to go through, and there's a lot of good videos on how to use cPanel, how to use this, that, the other thing. Most everything in there, you could literally just, copy and paste it to a Google search, and it will tell you. And if not, you could go to YouTube and do a search there, and same thing. So, not very hard to find tutorials on all that. So,
Yeah, and I don't mind giving advice, giving assistance with those things. Um, I may even, go look at their website builder and, maybe do a few tutorial videos of my own. But this is just something that we wanted to offer the group simply because the stability issues of the Instant Payday Network server lately. And tell you what, I'm going to do a screen share, kind of give people an idea of um, what's possible with it.
mm-hmm. should show them mine. I just uploaded some free games to my homepage.
Okay, here we go.
I was having a blast with it.
So you can see my screen, correct?
Well done. Yeah, very nice. Clear. Good.
Well, it doesn't have to be perfect as long as it can be seen.
Yep, I got it.
Okay, this is, yeah, I'm going to use your site also. This is one of the sites. This is a site that I had put together just checking out Triple Out Web Host. And this is a WordPress blog that I installed on it. Done a couple other things with it, experimenting. I am actually going to keep this site because, you know, whoever did not think to get instantpaydayNetwork.us, I happened across that and grabbed it in a heartbeat. And I was really shocked that
That's
yeah,
group information, or it's going to get out, but for the moment, it's group information.
yes, don't tell anybody about it. People can discover it on their own. I'm ready for the
Let's not
backlash. Right, I'm ready for the backlash if there happens to be any, but yeah, let's not invite it. And here is I'm guessing that is one of your games?
We'll be in a second. We got a little bit of a lag. Yeah, they do this little commercial thing, but I'm getting ready to create a games page, but you know, I just redid the home page, and so yeah, I was actually playing this for about a half hour before. It's fun as heck, and there's a whole bunch of others. Mine's got kind of my theme's a little weird, so it's taken me a little getting used to, and you know, I don't know WordPress that well, but it's you know, it's pretty selfish. Once you get into the thing and you start understanding how to use what, it really is self-explanatory.
As far as WordPress you're talking about, right?
Yes, yeah. It just takes, as I said, once you get it, you've got it. It's not, you know, something you have to go, oh, how did I do that? Oh, what did I do? Blah blah blah. It's there, and it's pretty. And there is so much on YouTube and on Google and YouTube about WordPress in general, how to use it, how to make it work, you know, so on and so forth. So, you know, if there's a part where anybody gets stuck, or if they can't get to a part, or they can't find a specific, you know, they have a problem, they can, hit me up on Facebook, or if I can fix it, I'd be more than happy to help. But you know, definitely, you know, give you're gonna have to spend some time doing the tutorials and doing a little bit of studying, but it's definitely worth it. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, there's always going to be a learning curve. Even just an instant pay to network or anything else you do, there's always some kind of learning curve there. So kind of be expecting that, but stay committed, stay focused, and you know, keep the consistency going, because that's the only way you're going to get anywhere.
Oh yeah.
You are hearing me, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, just checking. Last thing that I wanted to put together was that I want to make these Hangouts a weekly team event, either weekly or bi-weekly. I understand there will be some circumstances that will prevent it for people, but I want everyone to get with me, and I'm just going to make a post in the group with it, but I want everybody to comment there and let me know the best times of day for them, the best days of the week. That way I can put something together that, at least for now, will be accessible for the entire group. And it all depends on what you want to do, because with the participation, the group participation, somebody had told me today that because I told them that they needed to keep up with the group, and the whole idea of keeping up was, well, I'm in there right now. Well, okay, I understand that they were in there right then. The problem is, they number one, you got to read, you got to pay attention. You got to go in there at least once a day. If I tag you in a post, that means I'm trying to grab your attention, and I need you to read that post. If I ask you a question and you're tagged in that question, then that question was directed to you. Like I said, it comes back to excuses. If you want to do it, great. If not, great. Some will, some won't. So what? And I'm not trying to be mean, but hey, I got a business to run too, and I have a team to deal with, and I not that dealing with a team is bad, but I'm going to concentrate on the ones that want and need the help and are willing to do the work to go along with that. Sean, I just want to say thank you to you, because you have been extremely, extremely helpful with so many different things, and spending a lot of time with me as well, just on hundreds of different avenues having to do with this and the possibilities. And thank you for taking the time to corroborate and mastermind with me and do these things.
Well, I appreciate it. This is exactly what I was, really wanting to fall into, was a group of like-minded people that can see, can see the opportunity that's here, and can see that, by pooling resources and by pooling our knowledge, we could rock it, right the heck out of here, and go ahead and, you know we could be doing, in the next 6 months, within the next 6 months, even less, we could be doing uh, so much, and that's, it just is going to be as you said, it's going to be who wants it. um, and I have to, I give Dan, like, a lot of credit for trying to work around everybody's schedule. Um, my opinion, and it would be that that's a super nice thing, because I've worked in a lot of different situations, and meetings are when they are. If you don't show up, you don't know. Luckily, these are recorded, so you can, go back and watch them at your leisure, to see if there was anything that you, specifically, wanted to find out about, or so on and so forth. But I think, that's a luxury, and it shouldn't be, wasted or taken for granted, because he could have just he and it could come down to the point where he could just say, okay, meetings are Monday night, 7 o'clock, and that's it, or whatever. And I don't think it'll ever come to that. I think we're going to try to always, make sure that that everybody can be there. We all know that everybody has a, real life, and a places to be, and so on and so forth. And so, there's always going to be concessions made, but there's only so much that, that one person could do for the group before we're chopping our own ankles off to, accommodate two people when everybody else is ready, or vice versa. So
Yeah, and actually, later on, it's a good thing for the members that are in the group right now, because I can kind of work around some schedules and see what's convenient for everybody. But once this grows further, there's going
yeah,
to be too many people to do that with, and at that point, whatever date and time the meeting is weekly or bi-weekly, it's going to remain that date and time, or that the day of the week and time
Yeah.
every time,
Oh,
with the exception of if there's, if I
well,
have to change something, that's gonna be a permanent change. It's just gonna
right.
change, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
You were talking about people having a life. I fully understand that. I am fully willing to work with people. But as many people know, I have 7 boys and 3 girls. Um, my wife works overnight. There sometimes just aren't a lot of times that I can make concessions. And I know that people get upset and frustrated with me. Sometimes they get impatient. But hey, I mean, I've got my life here too. So, um, but the whole point of this is to grow a team business. And that's my goal. And as you said, within 6 months, I fully expect this group, TeamRhino, our team, to be over 500 members. Right
Absolutely.
now right now we have 12 members, um, and if we're going, let's just say 500 members in 6 months. I mean, that's not even 100 people per group, or 100 people
Per
per
person.
person in here.
Yeah. In 6 months. I mean, that's not an unreasonable goal. That is a short term, goal to get something started, and that's with everybody who's already here, learning the techniques that Dad's showing, and that I've already learned, and that I'm able to help with, and everybody then being able to pass that information on and so forth. We're all really lucky to be here on the ground floor when it's just getting started, and really, like, we all know that this works. So there is only, the sky is the limit if you're willing to put in the time and go with it. And that's really the way it is. So
Yeah, and I haven't been doing a whole lot of promoting lately. I've been doing some, but a lot of what I've been working on are the advantages for the team. Uh, you, this is not for you directly, Sean, because I know that you actually do go through the training. But there are quite a few people. We have the training in Jeff's group. You have the training in the back office. I myself am working on regular, the same training that's in Jeff's group, plus more, to put together for our team and our members and our downline, because this TeamRhino isn't just for Instant Payday Network. There are other ones. There's a couple plans that I'm going to be presenting to the group later on, here in the near future, and that, some are free, some are not, but there's nothing wrong with multiple streams of income. I believe in that, and I am not going to tell anyone you can't go join a business, or you shouldn't, or you can't do this or whatnot. Well, it's your business. That's just the bottom line. And if you're going to be part of this team, there are certain team expectations, such as not being an absent sponsor. Which reminds me also, excuse me, access to the TeamRhino Facebook group. That is not going to be, there's always going to be an attachment. If I see somebody that has requested to join the group just out of the blue, they are going to automatically get denied.
good.
If you have a sign up, you add them to the group, and then you just have to wait for my approval. If a sign up is not being added by someone else, it's going to be an automatic reject. If I have to, I'll contact that person, ask who their sponsor is. If I see a sponsor that's active in the group but not bringing his signups into the group, then that person will be removed from the group. Because my requirement for this team is that you help other people just like you're getting help. And, pay it forward. It's a basic concept. It's one that everybody here knows about. Everybody's seen that movie.
I cried my eyes out. I did.
well, then you got the point.
I
You know,
did.
and that's what we're doing. That's what this team is built around, because I started Empower Network with absolutely no help. I found Instant Payday Network later on. Haven't even been in it. I've barely been in it 3 months. And a lot of people say, Well, a lot of people when they find out I've been in there, 3 months or less, and because what a lot of people see is that I'm in the group, I'm active a lot, I'm always giving support, I'm giving advice, I'm directing people in the right way to go, and they assume that I've been doing this for a year or two, and that I'm a seasoned expert. No, I'm learning just like everybody else. But the position that I'm in, not the position, I should say the mindset that I'm in is just, and that's why I put it on our team banner, charging down success, because I am going after it, and I'm constantly learning, I'm constantly figuring out new things, and like I said, a lot of my time lately has been spent on group extras and bonuses, and those are all coming soon. And Sean has helped me with several of those. And it's get on board or get out. I guess that's really the message that I'm trying to get across today is either get in or get out. And I'm not interested in excuses. I'm not interested in the pointing fingers. Not into all that. If you're with us, great. If not, let me know or leave the group. One of the two. It's totally up to you. But everyone knows the expectations that I have. They're very simple. They're very reasonable. So that's it.
It's pretty simple, and I have to say, it's a just for me, it's kind of it seems like this is kind of like maybe a false step for like we see to me like this is my first time showing up to a team meeting that I saw that was rescheduled for me because of a volunteer event I was doing, which I sincerely appreciate. Uh, and then when we get here, the team meeting consists of the team leader and me. So I'm seriously hoping that next week or end of this week, whenever we reschedule and put together a full on meeting where everybody is able to show up, or at least a good majority that will see them. Were people that were talking to me earlier. Several people were mentioning issues with videos, issues with just this different things. If that you, I'm my Facebook is on 24 hours a day. Just because it's on doesn't mean I'm actually paying attention to it. My computer does not turn off, and I do not sign out. But I am usually paying attention. I'm usually pretty close to it. And I am the night shift guy. I've been up since about 5 p.m. yesterday, and so I'm here. And if I don't know if anybody I do a show on YouTube anyways. It's what I do. One of my other you know streams of income. If anybody is having difficulty getting themselves set up or trying to figure out how to do this whole YouTube thing, and even if you've gone through the training on the website, I'm more than happy to help. So you know, hit me up. Just ask my Skype or just send me yours, and send the best time for me to contact you, and I will, and we will get we'll get something going. Uh, I don't know if Dan remembers, but I think he does, and this is something I was very serious about. The 90-day video challenge. We were talking about that. I think last week, or was it? Yeah, right, Dan.
Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah, and we were discussing that, and I honestly don't know if anybody's ever 100% completed it. So my goal is to go ahead and get that started, and I've already begun it. But I've been lazy, and I've been slacking off. I've been doing my own thing and not really getting on the ball with that. And it literally 5 minutes a day. Sit down in front of your camera, pick something to talk about it, and hit upload and put your link in the description and let it go. And that's it. 5 minutes. It would take you less time, uh, to do that, as part of your, whatever your regimen is. It's not a very large amount of time, and it's something that I would love to see, uh, during our next meeting. I'd love to hear, if it's 7 days away, I'd love to hear, hey, check out my last 7 videos from every member, and I'd love to hear, or I'd love to be able to say it. And so from today, um, today slash tonight, because I'm probably going to go ahead and go to sleep since it's been 20 or 30 hours since I have. But tonight I'll be making my first of my rollout, and gonna try and beat Dan to the 90. So we'll see what happens. We'll see
Well,
who gets there first.
I just I wanted to add also that I actually hadn't had a chance to tell you about this yet, Sean, but I was actually wanting to do the 90-day video challenge with the entire group.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
talking
there's
about.
going to be a twist to it.
Yeah,
It's going to be a contest, and there's going
yeah,
to be something that you win afterward.
yeah. I had thought about something of that nature also, and I had also come up with some really great gimmicks. If anybody, if anybody's having a hard time just figuring out how to come, what to say, or how to say it, we've come up with. I've got a good gimmick going on already. Dan and I have already come up with like five uh, excellent ways to do video marketing, that is, that's going to draw attention. And what you said, you got four four opt-ins off of one of these videos, um, that
Yeah,
you the
that was the video
reply,
response.
right?
I'm sorry, say again?
The video response you did to Nate, to the guy that was, the
Yeah, the
video
one that was
response to the guy that we found that I was telling you about. He made a hidden video to you. You made a live one back, and four people saw it and jumped in.
yeah, that was um, well, I mean, I hate to say it, but in today's society, drama sells. Um,
Yes,
Believe it or not, like it or not, that's what we are. We're salespeople. We're marketers. Um, I don't personally like drama. I'm not into it. I'm a cut and dry, black and white kind of person. But I will market the drama. That's fine with me. It's not, I can still
yeah,
not
guess
cause
what?
drama, but address it and still make it something that people that that's something that sells.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be snooky. It doesn't have to be silly, and it doesn't have to be, you know, ridiculousness. And it's funny because the video you did was great, and it was a battle of wits by gentlemen, and I loved watching it. It was great. It was, you know
Hold on
very.
just a second there. Go ahead and say what you were saying, but I'm going to be on mute for a second.
Oh, I was just simply saying that the he very short, simply, there was a blog that I had spotted that was, um, giving out bad information about IPN,
Yeah,
They
literally
were.
bashing it.
Oh well, yeah, and yeah, he was. But it wasn't just IPM though. It was quite a few different things that he was bashing. I started doing a little more, which was funny because it's not just one of these title your video IPM scam or not. Here's the truth, whatever, and then you watch that and it's kind of whatever. This was a somebody who was does poor reviews on multiple income programs. Well, he just picks them out of a hat or whatever, and then supposedly he signs up and he goes through it, and then he does this review, and it was kind of funny because the more I paid attention, the more I watched, we found out that that was his whole marketing strategy was to trash every other one out there completely, and not only trash it but give false information. He was going on about how we all are continuously having to sign up and redo our trials every, and he didn't know we don't do that. He obviously didn't know a damn thing about it. Whatever.
Yeah,
And
and he told me that he had done 2 hours of research on it, but if he had done 2 hours of research on it, he would know that we don't get paid. He's under the impression that we get paid for doing trials, and every payment we make, we have to go do another trial to get paid for it, and go do another one, and another one, and another one.
yeah,
So
I,
I've still got a video response in the works for that last one to him.
he has not replied yet.
No, he was the last one to reply. He's the
Okay.
one. Yeah, the last one that he did was actually the private video. See, he didn't want to go in public.
So
But I
you're setting up for your public response to his private video.
Yes, and I'm
Yes.
going to challenge him in the video
To go
to keep
live.
everything public.
I
Yes,
love that.
nicely, but I'm still going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also I wanted to take a team vote today. Um,
Okay, I'm ready to vote.
well, yeah, that's what it boils down to because you're the one that showed up. So if
Yeah,
you if you don't show up to play Charlotte, then well, you're right.
your vote can't count
But
if you don't show up.
okay, well, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring Christina Tarpley into our team.
Okay, who's she?
She's the one with the styrofoam IPDN letters on her forehead with the glowing hair and the purple hair and the
Oh, I
tweed.
purple hair and glowing styrofoam. You got me. You sold me there.
Okay, well,
I,
she's having some trouble getting any success, and
I
I don't, I can't personally, right? I mean, especially with the stuff that's going on with the team, I can't personally take her under my wing, but I would like the entire team to.
well, as the body politic of the entire team, I say aye. Days.
Okay, well, that's two of us, so
All right, and all against. The ayes have
uh,
it.
you know what? And it's funny you should mention that. Hang on just a second, because this is a feature of the Google Hangouts that I absolutely love.
Oh, the
And
vote. You're actually gonna cast a vote.
almost, hold on.
All right. Is the what's her name?
Christina Tarpley.
Christina Tartley.
Tarpley,
Tartley.
like a rain tarp. Tarpley.
Tartley. I think of fish when I think of tarp.
Okay, so my vote is yes, your vote is yes, and this is the Google effect that I love. All those against. Nice, right?
The ayes have it.
Did you hear the sound effect or no?
Oh no, I didn't.
It's a little crickets.
Ah, it was quiet. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome to Christina, and she will see this soon. I'm going to add her to the group. I do have to verify that she doesn't have a sponsor right now. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before. Um, if she has a sponsor, I can't, bring
I
her into
can
the group
I
because
can
I would be
go
stepping
find
on
out.
toes.
I can find out without being noticed.
Oh, yeah, being noticed does not worry me at all. It's just that, the ethics I have agreed to, not take people that already have sponsors.
Yeah, we're not here to steal people away. We're the orphans from IPN.
Yeah, many of my teammates were adopted.
Yep.
All right, so I guess that's pretty much the long and short of it. I will verify that Christina does not have a sponsor first, and if she does not, then I will bring her in. And
Cool.
those other ones, the other team members that were not able to make it today, I would ask that you do, um, make more of a commitment to show up to team stuff, be very active in our group and Jeff's group. I know right now that's a lot of activity, but right now our group is very small, so there's not a whole lot to keep up with, honestly. I mean, there's maybe a total of posts in our group period, so it's really not hard to keep up with at this point. And my goal for 6 months is 500 members. That's my direct team and my teammates' direct teams. Um, it's a network. 500 as our number is not a whole lot to do. That's 500 people in 6 months
60,
between 12 members. That's 50 in 6 months, so that's like
60,
8 or 9 people a month.
yeah, 60 each.
And it really shouldn't be that hard, especially if we start getting these things going with the YouTube 90-day video challenge.
Yeah.
Um, and there's different ways that we can do the video marketing as well, and that's for another hangout. Um, but we are going to make these hangouts weekly or bi-weekly,
I
most likely
suggest
weekly.
we do both. I think if we do weekly, then we can that way anybody who couldn't make it, like for example, if we set another one up for the beginning or middle of next week, and we do that, then we do it again the following week, and so on. If anybody missed the week before, they can watch it. Then they can show up to the one they can make, and they're up to date.
Yes,
That's my two
and
cents.
for right now, most times hangouts are available for 1 week and 1 week only. I'm going to switch it up and make the hangouts available for everybody all the time, but it is still your responsibility to keep up. And again, Sean, I mean, you've been so involved, it's not even funny. I don't have to tell you that, but that's one of those
I'm
things
already
where
bugging you, aren't I?
I'm sorry. Say again.
I'm already bugging you, aren't I?
Oh no, no. I mean, to be honest, I wish I had even one more person that was as active as you are. I mean, we would be kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
and we don't even have pen and paper, so yeah.
yeah, we don't need
Where
it.
I don't know if you're familiar with the old Doom game, but at the very beginning of it, he says it's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum,
And
and
we're
I'm
fresh
all
out
out
of
of
gum.
bubblegum. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I'm not a stopper. I'm not a looker, a thinker. I like to get it done,
Yeah. So,
and I see you the same way, which is awesome. So we just need more people like you and me, and get this team really rolling.
I think that's not going to be a problem. I think that we just got to get everybody rallied up. We got to get their excitement up. We got to get them, they already see the value. They already know what's happening. So all they need to know is the how. They don't need the why. They just need the how, and the how is in the file section. That is the very beginning of the how, and anything that Dan or I can add to that is just going to be icing on the cake. Dan's got some, as he said, he's got great ideas that are gonna that we're gonna be implementing, that are gonna give us the edge, that are gonna put us out there to where we can operate, and like you said, we can get it done, and that's the way it is. And I'm just I'm totally stoked. Just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to very much the next team hangout to be seeing at least 75% of the entire team. Um, so let's go ahead and we'll wrap. We'll call this a wrap, unless there's anything you have to add. And
Yes, in fact, there is one thing.
okay,
This is one of the things I'm working on unleashing, unveiling, whatever you want to call it, this week. The InstantPaydayNetwork.us. Now, yeah, that was pure luck that I happened across that and I was able to get it. With the screen share that I did earlier, everyone who watches this can see the website. What I plan on doing is implementing some PHP affiliate code, because I want to be able to have a replicated site, a lot like Jeff does, so that our team members can promote the same site. And the reason for that is so that we can get the search engine rankings up even higher. Me promoting the site by myself, well, actually I haven't even been promoting it yet. I'm still finishing it up. But me promoting it by myself is good. It'll get a lot out there in the search engines. But if we all pull together and use affiliate links or affiliate type links with that same site, then when someone clicks sign up or opts in, it's going to be using our team members.
banner.
I guess I would say affiliate.
Whatever.
I'm just going to say affiliate link for now.
Yeah,
So that they
that
can
would
get
be
the
what
site.
it would be.
Yeah, and that's what I'm working on, so that we can get the search engine rankings up. Because if we're all using this site, then our rankings can go way up. Especially if everyone has a blog that's pointing back to InstantPaydayNetwork.us, capture pages, websites, Google Plus, Yahoo, Twitter,
Blogger.
Facebook, Blogger, WordPress.com, or your own WordPress. I mean, there's just the classified ads. I mean, Google sees everything. Literally, Google sees everything on the web. So if we can get this domain name way up there in the search results, we may even take over Jeff's. And it's when I say
I
that, I'm
love
not
it.
trying to be a jerk, but
No, it's a free market enterprise.
yes, that's exactly it. Free enterprise, and there's nothing against the rules and what we're doing, that that Jeff has asked us to do. Um, but again, stay active, get with it, stay with it. Don't get left behind, because I'm going to tell you right now. If you're watching this video later on, if you get too far behind, you're going to end up getting lost, because people are going to be concentrating on these explosions that are about to happen, and we're just not going to have enough time to take 3 hours a day with somebody. Um, and everyone knows that we're willing to help, but there are limits. Like I said, we're not going to do it for you. That's what it boils down to. How bad do you want it? What are you willing to do? So that's it from my end. Anything else you want to add before we end?
No, I just said, like I said before, let's go ahead and we'll call this a good wrap, and a everybody who is not here, definitely watch watch this. Make sure that you watch this because this is the call for the start of the race. Everybody who wants to be here, who wants to really do this, this is the driver start your engines. Okay? We haven't lit up the checkered flag yet, but it's about to drop, and we want everybody to be on a rolling start. And I hope everybody got the NASCAR reference out of that. If you didn't, Google it. So
Yeah, and that's
that's
exactly how you said.
that's about it. We're ready to go. So everybody get in your cars and be ready. Uh,
And if
Dan's
not,
gonna
get
go
off the
ahead
track.
and have everything that we need is gonna be in the group, in the in the information in the group, and so on and so forth. And when the starting gun goes off, we want to all be on the line. Um, you know, uh, and that's about it.
Yeah, and the starting line is not the time to go looking for your keys either.
Yeah,
So, all
right.
right, well, I'm gonna, like I said, try to figure out what's convenient for everybody next week. For right now, we have a small team. I can do that. Later on, it's going to be, set in stone every week, same time. Um, so y'all be ready for that. Um, if you don't participate, don't cry about being left behind. That's, you know, just like anything else. If you're in school, you don't do your homework, well, you don't get the grade. And that's not the teacher's fault. That's the student's fault. All right. Well, John, you have a great day. Thanks for helping me out with it. Thanks for being here and for all your help that all the extra things that you give me, because it's very, very valuable.
No problem, Master Chief.
I'm sorry, I missed you on that one. What was that?
Said no problem, Master Sifu.
For that, we'll use my gamer tag, Master Rhino.
Master Rhino. Master Flying Rhino. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, the friend that I play Halo with and the server that we play on, out of almost 5,000 people, I'm number one and he's number two, so it's kind of an addiction for me.
Oh,
All right, well, thank you, Sean. Guys, next week, pay attention in the group. Get ready for next week's meeting because it's going to be that way from here on out. Let's get rolling and get in or get out. Not to be mean, but get in or get out.
what's
Make the
the
decision to change your life. Make the decision to make your life better. We're here to help. We're not here to do it for you. All right, Sean, you have a great day. And again, thanks so much for your help. Thanks for being here.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, bye bye.
All right. Take care.